Hello everyone, I'm Snehanshu, and today for my IB assignment, I'm going to be talking about one of the biggest challenges in Indian economy, that is income inequality, and why it's still a growing concern in 2025. So, India has seen a tremendous growth in our economy in the past few decades, but the wealth gap still remains to be one of the biggest challenges. Policymakers often refer to it as a K-shaped economy where the rich keeps getting richer and the poor keep getting poorer. So according to a recent report, the top 1% of Indian population holds over 40% of the country's wealth, which is enormous, and the bottom 50% struggle to make even the ends meet. So what's causing the gap to widen at this point and how we can bridge it? Let's deep dive into it. So, understanding the problem, the Gini coefficient measure the profit equality has been rising, highlighting the deepening wealth gap. Unequal access to education and jobs means that economic opportunities are not available for everyone equally. The urban-rural divide is stark, while cities are still booming. Rural areas are very much underdeveloped. Caste, gender, class disparities still continues to threaten India's economic challenges. I mean, by inflation and rising cost of living are making things even harder for the upcoming individuals. So, looking at a bit of a historical context behind it, income inequality in India is nothing new. Dates back to the colonial eras, even when the British policymakers favored the smaller elites. After independence, policies aimed at reducing the inequality, but economic liberalization in 1991 led to a rapid growth that benefited the rich disproportionately. Overall, a good thing for the economy, but it definitely hindered a lot of people's growth. Today, even the government schemes wealth concentration remains high, and millions still lack access to even the basic resources. So, challenges to reducing the wealth inequality would be education and skill gap. Quality of education is still a privilege, leaving millions in India very much underprepared for the high-paying jobs. Unemployment and job crisis. The formal sector isn't generating enough jobs, especially in the last few years after the COVID crisis. The economy is still recovering, and it's not a phenomenon that there is anything new in India. Wage disparities, women, minorities, and lower income groups are significantly less in the same work. They earn significantly less than their counterparts. Wealth concentration, already talked about the rich getting richer. And the implementation issues, many government welfare schemes fail due to corruption and inefficiency. Also, nothing new to India's climate. So, the solution and timeline that I can propose in this scenario is to bridge the income gap. We need stronger policies and long-term structural changes, nothing short-term or a welfare scheme. Progressive taxation would be one of them, where higher taxes on the ultra rich to fund the public welfare would be the short-term approach for now. Universal basics income and social security, it's not a new concept. Social security is very much common in some Western cultures, and a benefit that even India can reap from. So education and skill development, now looking at towards a more long-term solution, free high quality education and vocalization training, vocational training for all the underprivileged, support for the MSME sectors. People often overlook towards the MSME sector where they create the backbone of Indian business and economy. Fair wages and labor laws, which gives the individual more power over uh, the elites, the bigger businesses to hold their own. In terms of conclusion, income inequality is not just an economic issue, it's a social and moral challenge that affects millions of lives in India. By investing in education, job creation, and fair economic policies, we can build a more equitable India, a much more long-term approach. The future of Indian economy depends on how we distribute opportunities. Will let inequality grow, or we fight in a fair society. That'll be all from my end. Thank you so much.